Welcome to an old and heavily used Euro cylinder that I got from a locksmith scrap box. It's of brand FCW, which is a German company. It was bought by another company, and now this company FCW alone does not exist anymore. And it's an older model, as you can tell from the way this key is made. I show you this lock because of two reasons. First, I find this keyway pretty interesting and unique. Never seen a keyway like that before. And I want to show you what heavily used means. So this side of the lock was rarely operated, I believe. And when you compare it to the other side, you can see a big difference. When you look at the width of the slots here, the vertical slots and the horizontal slots here, and you compare it to the other side, you can see that this is really worn out. And you can also see the marks here from the key being pushed in many times. And when you operate this side, you can hear and I can feel resistance, so it means that this is not working smooth anymore because of the wear the pins have suffered from many times of inserting the key and removing it. So there's a little hanger. Quite different on this side, which is pretty smooth. And you can tell also from the play that on this side, which was rarely used, there is not much play. While on the other side, of course, there is a lot of play. So, I want to pick it, of course. I will pick both sides and then I will take it apart and we will have a look what's inside. I have to cut these rings because they go all the way around. These are no clips, unfortunately. So, but first, the picking. Okay, so the rarely used side is exposed here, and I will pick this first. We can see from the key, pretty good bidding with a long key pin in position 2. I use a, 1.2 millimeter pry bar to tension it from the pin side, and I use this Sparrow's hook to go in sideways and to turn around to pick the pins. Alright, turn it counterclockwise and it stops at 5. So 5 is the first binder. Got it, and felt a little turn on the plug. Maybe 4, a little bit from 4, so 3 is binding. Felt another turn on the plug. Okay, 1 is all the way up and giving good resistance, and here we go, it's picked open. Alright, that was not too difficult. I didn't feel any spools, and I believe that 2 does not have to be picked at all. But we will see how it looks inside a little bit later. So now let me pick the other side, and I will do it in the hand because it's so much fun. Alright. As the keyway is much more open because of the wear, I can use this pick and work comfortably from this side here. Can you see that? Yeah. And you've probably seen that the plug has turned a little bit. That tells me that we've got spools in here. Getting counter rotation and open. So I believe this side has master wafers, as it really picks extremely easy. So let's try that again. Maybe we get a different result. No. So picked one pin, I believe it was 4 or 5. And then maybe 2 or 3 and the lock opens. So that's really disappointing for a side that was heavily used, so it should provide at least a bit of pick resistance, but this obviously does not. Alright, so now let me take it apart and I'll be back with a gutted lock. Alright, here are both sides gutted. Let's start by looking at the side that was rarely used, so the side with the intact keyway. Plug is round and smooth, nothing special. We can see some marks here from the drivers, but I can't feel anything, so this is not really a major thing. The pins are quite nice, clean, and we've got two spools, one in 2 and one in 4, and we've got a couple of master wafers, one in 1, 2 in 4, and 1 in 5. Alright, so now let's compare it to the other side. It's a little bit dirty. I think this was lubricated many times with graphite, but also here the plug is not really worn. Can't see anything major here. Maybe I can feel a little bit of the marks here from the drivers. Yeah, definitely on this side. But that's the ugly looking keyway here. We can compare it to the other. Yeah, that's really obvious. Okay, from the pins, of course, they are a little bit dirty, but we've got a lot of master wafers here. When we compare it to the other side, so we had 1 in 1, but here we have 2. Then we had 2 in 4, and we have 2 here as well. No, we have no master wafer in 3, and here we have 2, and we have 2 in 4. Same here, and where we have only 1 master wafer in 5, there we have 3 on the other side. So that explains why this lock is so easy to pick. Yeah, the fact that it has a lot of master wafers, and of course that it has bad tolerances because of the wear. Alright, so it's always fun, at least for me, to inspect some old locks that I find in the scrap box of a locksmith. Yeah, that was the FCW lock. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Happy picking and bye bye.